China afraid and panic when the U.S. Navy conducts in South China Sea largest maritime military exercise. When the United States Navy kicks off the world's largest maritime military exercises on Monday, one country that was not invited to the 10-nation drill will be watching with particular interest. Since last month, when United States Secretary Pompeo claimed China on the South China Sea, ranging from Vietnam to the Philippines, also claimed partial sovereignty, it has become the focal point recently of Washington's strategic rivalry with Beijing. Since Beijing militarized a series of artificial islands in the area, Washington's oldest ally in the region, the Philippines, is showing signs of wavering in the face of Chinese pressure. Despite this, the United States military is trying to match its punchy new rhetoric on the region with action. And the U.S. military has conducted naval operations, sometimes with partners such as Japan and Australia military. Although Rim of the Pacific 2020, that will be based in Hawaii territory, China will be tracking any joint maneuvers by United States friends and allies, on the sidelines or after the exercise in territory, and especially recently in the heavily disputed South China Sea. And some countries in the region have supported Mr. Pompeo's July statement, such as Vietnam. Someone said, how is this rolling back the control China has established through its artificial islands? That would have worked 10 or 20 years ago, but not today, said William Chu, an analyst at the Yusof Ishak Institute in Singapore. And the U.S. operations done more frequently in recent months, and also recently has held a drill involving 2 aircraft carriers, while China's Navy was exercising nearby. However, the weak spot in the tougher United States strategy is proving to be the shifting stance of the Philippines. This month, Delfin Lorenzana, Manila's normally hawkish defense secretary, ruled the country out of participating in naval exercises in the South China Sea recently. And Mr. Lorenzana said, President Philippines Duterte has a standing order to us, to me, and that we should not involve ourselves in naval exercises in the South China Sea territory, except in our national water territory, he said. His remarks followed a laconic statement by President of the Philippines that he was unable to assert Manila's claim to the waters because China has the arms, and we do not, he said. And recently, security officials in other Asian countries said Manila's public surrender of its right to free navigation in the contested waters territory came as a very shock. And Beijing has long demanded that rival claimants to the South China Sea territory commit, and Beijing aimed to holding naval drills only within 12 miles of their coasts and territory. Said one official, in this matter having the Philippines publicly acquiesce to that raises the prospect that China is making progress towards pushing through their demand, said one official from the U.S. ally. Washington had been hoping for a more robust response from the Philippines, particularly as Lorenzana, and also Foreign Secretary Teddy Locsin, have until recently been using more combative language in regard to China. And Mr. Lorenzana has publicly endorsed Pompeo's recently tougher stance on the region. Lorenzana also has called on the Chinese government to comply with the 2016 international arbitration over the two countries' maritime claims and territory.